Okay, so we should be back live again now, which is good. And hopefully, I've killed a lot of the hum that you guys hear from my microphone. Didn't realize it was quite as loud as it was before, but I had the gain turned up a bit more than I expected. So it looks like we got some new missions now that we cleared that last mission in the story during the last stream. Decreases penalties for dying. I could probably use that as the difficulty goes up here. I'm probably going to die a few more times. Okay. Hmm. Don't think I can do this yet, right? No. Probably got to do a few more story beats before that becomes active. And I switched it to low latency mode, which hopefully should let me see you guys' messages a bit sooner if anybody starts messaging me again. Which should be good. Makes it a bit easier to talk without, having to wait for everything. Not too worried about those. I don't really think there's anybody else for me to talk to here right now. There's this story mission, which gives me what? Like the wind, movement speed increase. That would be nice. Let's go for Death Cheater first, though. And hopefully, I have a boom setup coming sometime later this week that I can use. None of them in a new space, and that should eliminate the hum altogether and possibly give me a bit more control over leveling out the game audio and my voice. I usually keep the game audio pretty low just because I wear headphones and that stuff gets really loud. I forgot to prepare something to drink for me tonight too. I'll probably go grab a bottle of water. Maybe a couple minutes. I'll take a break after an hour. Okay. Returning some videotapes. I remember this one. This is a throwback to a lot of the action movies that this game's tropes are based off of. The movie Commando, or Bromando, Terminator, the Brominator, Rambo, or Rambro, and the Expendables, or the Expendabros. Is there nothing actually down here? This is just a well to jump into? It's weird. I'm surprised there's not like a John Woo film in there somewhere. I feel like there should be. Oh, there it is. Okay. Must be another building to go into. Or it's just right here. This is one of those situations where as I get further in the game, you're just going to be able to carry, whoa, way more ammo.
Nothing like a fresh clip.
Wait, is there still somebody else out there? I don't even see anybody on the minimap. Maybe they died from damage over time or something. Weird. Really? Wait, where? They really... Oh! It's the door.
You get the point yet?
I think the shots may actually have been disappearing at some point. That was a critical, and then he blows up. Maybe one of the wells actually has a secret entrance or exit or something. What the heck? Normally I would probably be a bit more conservative with the chi use, but I have so much chi drain now that I really don't have to worry about it too much. Like 6% chi drain is quite a bit, and the weapons will eventually start doing even more damage, which means I get even more chi while fighting.
Fresh ammo. Nothing like it.
Good old corpse explosion. Such a powerful elemental effect.
Bullseye!
Ooh, they are lighting me up. Ass was about to get cooked. Alright. Missed the point blank grenade. You can kick that, buddy. Oh, there's 3 of them over there. Whoa! I hit a bunny. I was unaware. Sorry, Mr. Bunny. Not as sorry as you were for chasing me, but definitely sorry. Fucking stealth bunny lords. Crazy. Just show up out of nowhere and start trying to kill you. This is Brominator. Alright. 1 down. It shows 3 here, but I think there's another batch of 4 or 5 or something. So, not anywhere near close to over yet.
Hey, you dropped something. Oh, it's your dignity.
Force lightning the bunnies. I happen to get a bunny lord, then bonus points. You know, I find that a lot of looter shooters tend to have inspiration from other games. Not so much as though they're borrowing it, because most RPGs and video games borrow upon previous game knowledge and things like that. But just that they tend to have a lot of references to like pop culture material and things like that in the past. Like Diablo and Diablo 2 and 3 all did that, but they were a bit more subtle about it. Later games like, say, Borderlands and every game in that series were pretty much like just blatantly obvious with it. And to some extent, so is this one. More bunnies. Tried to run. Failed. Where are we going here? That's climbable. That's a lot of surprise enemies.
Good morning, Starshine.
That's right. Let the heat flow through you. You like fire. There you go. So it doesn't look like there's... I've probably walked through this area once before. Just don't recognize it because I jumped off the cliff earlier. They want me to go up there. Okay. So let's not do that yet.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Oh, thanks for killing them for me.
Oh, hello, new ammo friends. You ready to kill some fuckfaces?
Nope, definitely people down here to kill.
Looks like this isn't your week.
Oh, she dropped a ton of stuff. That's Bromando. Alright, so we got Rambro and the Expendables. Nope, okay. Alright, that's it for him. Essence of Levitation. That's probably for Grip of Darkness. Never really tried to specialize in grip. No, it's not really worth it until you get the amulet for it, but we'll see when I get it. Maybe it's actually worth using. And you can use it on the heavier enemies. What? Oof, crit. He's gone.
Looks like this isn't your millennium.
Must have been some pop in. I thought an enemy showed up in the distance. Those just look like stairs. Guess there's nothing really over here. Ah, I came from here earlier. Okay. At work, got nothing to do the next 6 hours. Lovely. Getting paid to relax. That was a clear whiff. They're on the other side of a wall. Is this the map where the blizzard drops? This might be the map. I don't think this is the point where I get it though. How? I should have hit him in the body. Of course, I will pull out the fire pistols on the fire enemy. Ice, please. Oh, she freaking teleported before it flew up.
New clip, new lock.
Alright, I'm not liking the fact that they're gunning me down. It's real good here. Wish there was a cheaper apartment out there. I want to move out and be able to use Ethernet again. Well, your current living space doesn't allow you to use Ethernet. 1% of your internet speed power line adapters. Oh, yeah. Only 1% of your internet speed Power line adapter shouldn't be that bad. This is Rambro. Alright, so now it's just the Expendabros. There we go. It's that bad? You got 200 megabits per second down? And you only get 20? That must be a nightmare for most upload speeds then. It's 1 to 3 megabits per second. Yeah, that is trash. Where did y'all come from? Whoa. Really? How did that grenade track me? Really? Either way, my end goal is a job to get me 30 to 40 hours possibly. Or 30 to 40 per hour. Okay. At that point, you can do just about anything. Sounds about right. I mean, it depends on where you live, or where you want to live exactly. Like, they literally just dropped in out of nowhere. I mean, that would work on most cities in the East Coast, except for maybe certain parts of New York. Okay, why am I taking all of that damage? Jesus. Help me. Not today.
How about we play a little just a tip?
That was in your face. I am but a single man that needs space and good internet and some outdoor space for gardening and room for a cat or two. Seems simple enough. Food for you, the cats, and a little bit of comfies. Okay, there's that other item is probably through a transitionary gate. I remember going through here earlier, so there's no reason to double back through that section specifically. If I had my place in outdoor area, I'd be growing catnips. If I had cats, some shrooms, herbs, and peppers. Yeah, the place where I used to live, they actually just grew a metric ton of freaking sweet potatoes. Went back for a little gathering that we had, and they had so many that I just grabbed a few pounds because they were giving them away. which is convenient considering how close we are to Thanksgiving. I do love me some sweet potatoes. Okay, that dude is big and tough. Oof. He dead now. Potatoes are super easy to grow. 1 trash can equal like 50 pounds of potatoes. Yeah, I didn't get a trash can. That would have been way too much for me to carry. I don't think I can support 50 pounds. Not on my bad leg right now. Yeah, killed all them. Alright, where's this gate I need to transition through? Fire vulnerable? Say hello to my little friend. Alright, you might have to say hello a couple times. And it split you in half. That was kind of necessary. Ah, they're around the tape.
Looks like this isn't your year.
That dude was still coming after me with his one-armed ass. How did I miss everybody in front of me and still blow up somebody in the back? Wait, there's still somebody left. What I mean was 1 potato turned into a potato plant using a trash can. That single trash can alone can produce basically 50 pounds of potatoes. Yeah, still, I'm saying I can't actually carry 50 pounds of potatoes. Like, I'm somewhat impaired after my little medical adventures this year. Like, if anything, I'd be trying to grow, like, tiny herbs and whatnot. So it is 5 more tapes, not 4.
It's not whiskey, but it'll do.
Oof. It's not that bad. I mean, I've kind of been able to walk around and stuff. I did blow out my knee twice this week, though, which was a struggle. Alright, can't hit them because they're power immune. Oh.
Hold yourself together, man.
Herbs that would either grow using hydroponic or vertical farming. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I'm not sure if the lady wants to actually set up any indoor growing and whatnot at the moment. It's something we still gotta work out. Oof. I forgot the vending machines blew up too. Yeah, cities are dangerous. Everything explodes.
Ooh, refreshing.
I guess that is refreshing. Alright, you coming back up or what? Indoor growing, I would recommend small-time hydroponic. We probably start with something small anyway, just to make sure we can maintain it. Basically, mason jar with a small basket that has rock wool in it and a small plant, that nutrient water, and you're good to go for like a month. Yeah.
Not in the face.
I'm okay remembering stuff like that if it's routine. Can't guarantee other people. Oh, they're electric. There we go. Problem solved. These guys are probably all superior. Ooh.
Feel lucky, chump.
You can just have a small desk and put a bunch of jars together. There's already stuff existing in most space, so we'd have to repurpose everything. It's really where the difficulty is. So it's just empty space, we can do whatever. Link to Jeb. What is Jeb? The master of nature-defying gardening. Okay. There we go. Immense soul of hurry. What are we dealing with here? Oof.
Get the point.
Lots of explosions tonight. Wait, what? How did you hit me and get electrocuted? That's special.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh yeah, I got a rocket launcher now. I forgot about that. So I figured out that apparently the game thinks that the area behind here is walkable space, and there's a door back here that leads into a room, and you can actually get there. But because you can't, it's essentially an unobtainable chest unless you decide to no clip. Not that any of the items in this game are usually even worth all that effort. I'm just trying to get the box. There we go. I don't know what just happened there. Did they deflect my rocket and it just flew back at something else? Man inspired you to be a gardener? I don't think it's a bad skill for anybody to have. No, work on that green thumb every now and again. Because without it, there's some people that just kill every plant they touch. I guess it's a bad idea to have 3 lightning weapons in a row. Yeah. Let's go ahead and change the monsoon. That's what we'll take. Electricity. So the grenade launchers are fire and lightning. This should be ice or toxic then. I usually like making it toxic, but let's try ice. Some nice frosty rockets. We get some ice with chance to freeze and extra damage. Yes. 37% chance to freeze. Actually, let's see if we can get more chance to freeze on this and extra damage. Chilling effect. Chilling effect. Chilling, chilling. Now, oh man. Chance to freeze, extra damage is ice, and chilling effect. Alright, so we can get a 52% chance to freeze on the rockets. Seems good. Let's see if it actually works with the one rocket. Oh, I have full rockets again. Congratulations. Wait, did it do like...
You feel lucky, asshole.
Wow, you can actually see like ice shards fly out of the rockets when you shoot them. I was unaware of that in the past. Maybe with my old card I had the graphics turned down a bit lower. Where is this? It's probably inside this room. No, don't seem to be able to get in there. Okay. It's probably inside the wall. Alright. Won't be getting that one then. Yeah, it'd be right here. They all say the same thing. The one Gamma Neater Connect collection. RoboCop. You know, the original RoboCop wasn't that bad a movie. I mean, the special effects and everything will be super dated by this point. But I think some of them were practical, so it still looks half decent. dead. Oh, status effect vulnerability is a lot stronger. Oh, whoa. No thanks. Oh, that was a bad shot. That one wasn't, though. Highly recommend getting cuttings instead of using seeds. You mean like trimmed herb stems and things like that? Save you a month of waiting compared to using a seed. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I'm growing, I'm probably not in a rush. But still, being able to get them sooner is a blessing. Whoa. Been seeing it a lot more, like boosting off of certain surfaces. Especially if you hit like weird debris and things like that. You maintain your momentum and just kind of go sailing. Okay. There's nobody up there. Things just falling for no reason. Indiana Brones. Perfect timing, that dodge. I used to think this weapon was absolutely garbage too. It's definitely fun just zapping somebody for a few seconds and watching them shake to death. The best thing about hydroponics, you grew some catnip. Whoa. So that's what's great about hydroponics, you grew catnip. You know, as much as I want the assault rifle to be good, I just don't like it as much as the dual wielded wing touch. Like, used it, shredded, put it in a solution using the spray bottle. Put on my pants, walked around the park. I had a conga line of like 20 cats following me. That's mean. Why are you getting all those cats high? Walking around in the park like some sort of cat marijuana dealer. Alright, so we got Gemini's Spirit. This is a longer reload time, better damage, better accuracy. Probably the best version of it I got. Yes. Had them cats high as hell. Jesus, that is a lot of damage bonuses. 20% chance to freeze when this thing's rate of fire. That works out really well. Oh, got a few more crit chance things. That one's pretty good. And I'm not wearing any of them. Something's wrong. Okay, so I think I only have one left. I have 3 life trains. Literally walk past cats, they walked past me, then stopped, perked up with their eyes wide open, turned around and started following you. Sitting on the bench like some sort of cat deity. Alright, so I can get the life drain ammo for now. Life drain and elemental resist, that's definitely the way to go. Crit chance. Crit chance and item drops, yes. And crit chance. Crit chance and money found. Crit chance and elemental conversion. No vulnerability. It's my vulnerability. That doesn't really matter that much. Alright, fine. That's how we'll do it then. 13% chance to crit. Not too bad. Oh, sorry to hear your cat passed away.
Feels good.
Yeah, these definitely feel way better than the assault rifle. Which is why I want a place to live. Don't need big place, just big enough for my usual needs. Space for gardening. I feel the same. I mean, for me, the issue isn't particularly about the size of the space you live in, but more so the layout. Yeah, these just feel like some of the best SMGs in the game. I mean, I like a lot of the other ones, but they just don't. The thing I hate about assault rifles in this game is just that rather than letting them be able to use the double mod, they make it so you need an amulet to do that, and that's all that amulet does, which is stupid. He modded it to give some buffs.
I'll have to stab it and shoot. You take care of the guy. Hi, I'm away. I'll be your acupuncturist today.
There's more? Jesus, they just keep popping out of the woodworks now. This feels weird though. Like, I guess understanding the game a bit better than the first time we went through it kind of makes it feel a lot easier than it did before.
Do you feel lucky, Mary?
Because enemies don't feel nearly as tanky. Again, I played Insanity 1 to 7 all the time. Well, I started on Insanity 1. Like, this is Insanity 1 now. I haven't actually finished the game on this save file yet. So I'm still missing, like, a bunch of weapons. Otherwise, I'd have probably been, like, murdering everything with the Triad. And clearly not using the Yumi or the Daikyu or whatever this bow's called. Forgot what it was. Because clearly, like, all of the railguns are way better. Right, I mean, you can start the game on Insanity 1, is what I'm saying. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Raijin is the strongest, yeah. But, you know, you have to actually get through a significant portion of the story before they let you use that. And I ain't there yet. The Raijin, I think, is that one that you get from Hoji's house or whatever when you go see him there. Or not Hoji's house, whatever Kamiko's dad's name is, I forgot. So these are just skills, alright. Double barrel cryo thing? I don't remember that one. Maybe just because I didn't use it. Hammer shot. Alright, I can just buy this. It's got a much faster fire rate than the shotgun that I use now. I'm just wondering if it's worth it. I do like not having to reload though. Jeez, I have so much money. So this is 233 a shot. This is 62. A quarter of the damage for not having to reload so often. Yeah, the hammer shot isn't a bad shotgun. It holds a lot of ammo, and then you can just pound on enemies with it. But the Stick of Doom just does ridiculous amounts of damage. It's about double the fire rate and a quarter of the damage. Let's. Oh, you could also. Yeah, you could put charge shots on this. Charge shots don't make sense on this weapon. And I think it's the only fire mod that you can put on there. You could also put the doubled ammo thing on here, but what's the point of just using your ammo faster when you could actually just increase the damage? Shotguns don't have fall off, but they do have multiple pellets. If you miss some of them, then you deal less damage. That's the trade off. So the wider the spread, the more likely you are to miss some of the shots. This was toxic, right? No, I don't need any mods. Wait, why the hell is the effect vulnerability? Oh, because that's all that does. I wish they actually let you select the toxic effect vulnerability thing rather than just saying, only toxic elemental jewels, because that defaults once you actually select something. Anyway, wait, and toxic effect vulnerability gets a boost from. Still gets a boost from the elemental skills, right? So I have a 20% boost there. I wonder if that's automatically counted or isn't it? Well, we'd have to go toxic. Bonus 15% damage. There we go. Something is immune to vulnerability is useless against that thing. I thought the vulnerability increased the speed at which the elemental effect triggered on the enemy. Didn't put it on. That makes sense. So what do we take? A new bounty? Power supply. Okay. It does, but not that useful in most cases. Well, it's an ammo conservation thing. And just blast somebody, let them get hit with the status effect. It's probably not that important with toxic, because with toxic you still have to make sure that their life drains so that you can get the corpse explosion. It's probably way more important with electricity than anything else. And fire and mostly using elemental to do extra damage against the enemy weakness. I mean, probably depends on which difficulty you're playing on. Like in lower difficulties, the elemental damage over time effects are still pretty strong. Later on, you probably just want to go for weakness. But at the lower levels, since I don't have a ton of weapons or a ton of super powerful jewels yet, I'm just testing things out, playing around with them. Yeah, I don't think it does more damage over time. I think it just makes it so that they get the effect quicker. Yeah, lifesteal and crits pretty much meta late game on this, no matter what. I don't have a lot of whatchamacallits, things with life drain on them right now at all. Ooh. Oh, yeah, the 50% bonus fire rate thing. Auto pick up medkits and overheal you. Yeah, I don't have that skill yet. I know which skill you're talking about. It's probably one of my favorite skills in the game. That is a really, really good ability. Okay, so since that only affects the likelihood that they'll pick up the effect, you're probably better off just going for the damage ones afterwards. And since you get the 20% vulnerability on the card, yeah, vulnerability is not that important. The extra damage, and then things like the corpse explosion damage or the toxic effect duration would probably be the better ones. Wait, king this. Do I have any good life drain ones? Nobody cares about the miss rate on a shotgun, really. Life drain, critical rate chance, slightly lower fire rate. I'll lose that for some crit chance. Extra elemental damage and damage converted is the best stat you can get on elemental records. Or yeah, if when you get to the point where you're only using a single jewel, that's important. But since you can get 3, you can usually go for that and then some other elemental damage bonus. Yeah, once you get beyond Insanity 3, the hardening of enemies is ridiculous. You take almost no physical damage and eventually become physical immune. Like everybody that's superior is just taking no damage. I think we did Insanity 3 when we were still playing this before we even beat the game once, which was kind of silly. Because we had like no skills or anything to back us up. It did not go well. No? Was it Insanity 1 on 4 players? No, I wasn't playing on hard with you. The only save file that I had that was on hard was the first one that I started when I was playing the game solo, and the one that I streamed with my friend Jason. Yeah, that's what it was. It was 4-player Insanity 1. I did try Insanity 3 though. I did the mission where you have to fight the faceless dudes, the specters, and kill the 4 giant shaman, and I got like murdered. Whoa! Where did those come from? I must have been blocking them on the minimap because I couldn't see anything. Either that or this thing has ads. There we go. Alright, Mighty Aura, Toxic Resist.
Hold yourself together, man.
More accurate. Ooh. It's a really good one. I'll take a bit more damage while using it, but hey.
You get the point yet?
That's a dead man.
Hey, watch! Looks like this isn't your week. Oh, yeah!
I'm always surprised by just how colorful and how big the range of colors is on this freaking map. First time someone told me I'm a charismatic person. Never thought of myself as such. Eh, you don't lack charisma. Though I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier to judge something like that in person just because there's additional body language and things like that to go with it. And you speak as though you possess a decent amount of tact, which a lot of people just don't. Okay, this guy is really trying to stab me in the face. You feel like you do lack it? Charisma is not really necessarily how you feel about the way you perform, but how other people perceive it. So, the good thing is if you don't think you're charismatic, it's okay. The dangerous thing is when people know they're charismatic and they are. And a lot of the time, what that you know what, you are someone who has a good deal of knowledge about the things that you discuss most of the time. Like as far as just the conversations that I know that we've had, and more often than not, the confidence that one has in sharing knowledge often comes off as charisma. And that's actually part of it. Like the confidence and understanding and knowing what you speak is charismatic. So that's part of it. Like just being firm in your understanding of the things that you say. And so even in just that aspect of it, you don't lack charisma. You may not have like the greatest understanding of it or the most adept use of it, but few people do. I mean, there are people that like actually study how to be charismatic and like the effect that words, body language, and things like that have on people to like craft the most charismatic, persona or to deliver messages in the most charismatic ways possible. And that's just part of persuasion in general. I don't think you're somebody that's super obsessed with being charismatic. But again, you don't lack it. NA server on what? There's battery somewhere. Here. Oh, Conqueror's Blade. Again, like, especially in situations where you're playing a game that has a lot of information or levels to the different things that you need to play or accomplish, like having somebody that understands that and has command or mastery of the knowledge necessary to get through that is a really big deal. And it's not even that you have to know 100% like how everything works. It's more so about the truthiness that charisma brings to the table for most people. Like, it's not that you are 100% correct all the time, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that the confidence that makes you seem correct when you speak about something is one of the things that people like. Okay, let's bounce all the way up here. And alright, electric vulnerable.
Looks like this isn't your day.
By the way, I'm going to need you to edit some stuff later this week in proofreading, because there are a bunch of changes in Warframe. Sure. Again, with the getting the donations and whatnot together tomorrow, I'm not sure exactly when I'll be able to do it, but I'll get to it. Just let me know once you have everything together for the editing.
Oh man, yeah!
I didn't even realize I killed something over here.
Chop chop doesn't sound like good news for you.
Whoa. It's a whole lot of people.
Hey, drop something. Oh, it's your blood.
Really ice resistant? And electric immune. What do you want from me? Oh, they're finally going to make a individual ribbon for the Leto, Leto Vandal, and Leto Prime, rather than just saying a Leto ribbon and it works on all three? Or do you mean that they're giving a different disposition to each weapon and it'll be the same mod, but it'll apply the stats differently to each weapon? Either one of those sounds actually really interesting. One ribbon, three dispositions. Yeah, and I know they did say you're going to be able to just, you want your God Ladle Prime back? I have to see what they do. If they make it good again, it's good. If not, then it stays bad. Or at least not godlike. You found a few melee weapons that'll be meta for now.
It's not whiskey, but it'll do.
Killing you guys is wrong. I don't want to be right.
The heck was that? Snarling at me? And Herculon, okay. What's up, buddy?
You feel lucky, dipshit?
Hey, could you put an apple on your head real quick?
Turn into a rabbit. Now, you think Melee's mods right now actually feel worse? I don't know, melee mods in Warframe probably need to affect a lot more. Like, not just your normal attacks, but like the slams, AoEs, and fall off damage and everything else. I mean, True Steel was almost already unnecessary, but now it's far worse. Prime drifting contact, that's just unnecessary. Ooh. Right, there's another one for you. They just throwing everybody at me right now. The new heat prop changes are still pretty crappy. I didn't expect it to be amazing. Don't gobble funk around with words. You have to die a few times before you can really live. That's a shame for a lot of people. Terminator level of armor. Yeah, but the heat rocks also come with the bonus damage. If they also permanently stripped armor or anything like that, it would be pretty ridiculous. And I can actually use those ice rockets now.
Fresh ammo. Nothing like it.
The damage is crap. Well, yeah, but like most of those changes were just made so that people would think Ember was actually a viable frame again. What am I doing? Why are they even trying to reload that? As it stands, she struggles to one-shot level 40s. Yeah. It's been the case for a while, though. At this point, Ember in Warframe is pretty much just style over substance. There are a lot of frames that are a lot less flashier that perform better simply because they're designed to.
I'll handle stabbing and shooting. You take care of the knife.
Anytime the scaling of your ult is essentially based on the number of enemies you can hit with it, it's generally not going to be too great, especially when you need line of sight. Ember now is basically just bad fire Saren. They should have just made it so that, like, overheating actually gives you a bonus instead of having detrimental effects. Like, it doesn't make sense that you're trying to manage a meter while also dealing with everything else that's in Warframe's combat system. Like, not only is the augments are bad, not only is the meteor fall thing bad, but like the design to bring you back, or with immolation and it burning extra energy. Like, I don't understand why they decided that that Ember just needs to be this energy hungry frame. Because they have, and they have not changed anything about it since they did that. I got stuck for a second. If Ember's 4 augment instead of 15% chance to drop energy on kill, replace it with, like, leave a fire field for 10 seconds, not affected by duration during 50% of the damage. Maybe. It would need to be able to create fire procs from that, though, like, repeatedly. And maybe also increase the status chance of, like, the ability. And then it would be really nice. Right. But you let it do that and like have it with the new fire proc strip and armor, let it be able to repeatedly cast the ability and increase the status chance bit, and it would be gold.
Looks like this isn't your year.
Ah, it's 100% heat proc. Oh yeah, as long as the pool will be 100% too there. I'm still thinking it was 35% like World on Fire. I still don't like the way Fireball works, though.
It's like playing pool with high explosives.
The fire field innately. That would actually be really nice. They might be worried about it causing performance issues down the line if that were the case, though. Oh, great. Basically, go kill a bunch of those freaking twirling demon women. That would just make it a mortar. Oh man, making anti-nullifier abilities? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so 4 shamans, 10 geishas.
Is that all you got?
Yes?
Just gonna say goodnight.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Hit that shrine. Not the day, buddy. Praise the health shrine. It's above ground. Okay. Yep, don't want to go that way. Dad's death. Or at least a quick HP refill for everything I'm fighting. Really? Who would put a chest in there?
Killing you guys is wrong. I don't want to be right.
Whoa. Gotta get out of here. Too many explosions from the barrels. Oh no. Oh, I think that's the crash. Yep. Damn. Sometimes you get a crash on the corpse explosions. Didn't actually shut down all the way. Let me try that one more time. My frame loss is heavy though. Jeez. All right.
I love the smell of demon guts in the morning. I love the smell of demon guts in the morning.
Okay. I guess expect you to just climb up here. No, I guess not. Or maybe. Oh well, go around. I remember this map being kind of confusing just because of the auto-directional stuff probably telling me the wrong information. Okay. There's definitely some graphical craziness going on here. Barrels disappearing on me and whatnot. Whoa. There's a big boy on me.
Stab it and shoot. Take care of die.
Really? Alright, I'll eat these lightning grenades. I'm not gonna worry about it. I got a little bit of ammo, not a lot. Actually, it's about 1:30. It's probably about time for me to head to bed. Got to try to keep it consistent. You know what? I think this map is going to be kind of large. If I can finish this in like 15 minutes, I'll just go through with it. If not, I'll call the stream and quits, and we'll pick up works tomorrow. Alright, what is this guy? Toxic vulnerable shaman? Of course. Electric immune. Oh no. Those freaking enemies. With the craziest freaking attack in the game. Whoa.
There's nothing like a fresh clip.
Alright, just one down. No, it's not. Oh, it's electric resist? They're naturally electric resistant. Crap. Nothing there. That's electric. Alright, here we go then. Alright. Grab everything we can before this guy completely regens.
Chop chop doesn't sound like good news for you.
Alright, there we go. This is where it came from. Okay. Come at me then.
You dropped something. Oh, it's your dignity.
Oh no. They're electric resist. And that's it for him. How did I miss that? Fired right over him. Okay, attracting attention. Not necessarily a good thing here. I don't even think I got my explosion there. Oh, he heals them. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to that happening before.
Hey, watch it.
Thanks for dying. Okay. Not sure what we're dealing with down there. Whatever I need to kill is this way. I appreciate all the ammo that was in that chest. As a matter of fact, I think I'm finally getting to the point where I actually want a bit more ammo. Of the found variety. And Death Cheater, decreased penalties for dying. % is nice. This should mean I think I keep 10% of my karma and I lose 10% less, or maybe not. I don't know. I'll see if I actually die again soon. This is up there. How did that go through you? And deal no damage at the same time.
Bullseye! Looks like this isn't your year.
Okay. Oh, I can't get up there from here. That's a boss, and I'm not sure I got the ammo for him right now. If you could just point me to the nearest full recharge ammo shrine. Nope, couldn't make it up there. Okay. And you had the morph on me.
Mama's little demons all grown up.
Alright, he did morph on me twice, at least. Really? 2 health shrines? Could use just a tad bit of ammo here. It's a tad. What's that? No, it's on the other side. Okay.
Ooh, refreshing.
Really? I don't think I can look down far enough to actually reach that chest. Oh my gosh. Okay, I made it. It's the weirdest chest location ever.
Oh, yeah!
Well, that was easy. Too bad he wasn't any of the bosses. Alright, so it's up on that cliff. Electric vulnerable. I got plenty of those. Alright.
You pussies!
What's he summoning? The ghost dudes again, right? No? Hellhounds? I'm okay with those. Nice. That was it? Oh, you... He healed on me. Alright, tank this damage real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's halfway done. What the heck? Whoa. Oh, that's why. Oh, it died. Alright. Nope, still lost all my karma. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break there, or call it quits for this stream. I'll be back probably tomorrow with some Orcs Must Die 2, and then we'll get that completed. But either way, thanks to everybody for tuning in for the conversation. It's been great. I sincerely hope you guys had fun, because I definitely did. And until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and have a good one, folks.